if you use DC and Marvel, which superhero would you want to go on a date with?
Batman?
My question is, have you ever been so in character that when you stop acting, you get mad at your fellow cast members? Like, no?
No. Well, basically, as soon as I stop acting, my accent goes away, and everything, and yeah. What if I mess it up? I need to practice, guys.
You're still here. Doesn't matter. Nobody's gonna know. Okay,
Okay. I am Nissa, daughter of Rachel Wood. One of the reasons why everybody is really good about dropping characters, that most of the time people are trying not to laugh during the takes. So if I'm having a really serious scene, normally somebody's face is doing this. Yeah, so there's a lot of laughter on set.
Hey, Nissa.
Hey.
Hey,
Oh.
What's up? Chill now. Anyways, before I ask my question, I need to point out at this guy because you were at the podium like earlier today, and you took his phone and you took the selfie.
Did I sign your phone?
Yeah, he
You're
did.
crazy.
Yeah, you did. The thing is, that was my idea, and I envy him for doing that because I was the one who yelled at it.
Did that selfie turn out
Did
good?
the selfie turn out?
Yeah,
Yeah. There you go.
He passed it to me at least. Anyways, my question is, it's more related to the season finale of season 3. My question is, what do you think Nissa's role is going to be on season 4? Because in season 3 it was more about Stephen Amell and the League of Assassins and everything. Are we gonna get to see more Nissa, more Malcolm, more action?
To be perfect, I really don't know. So there's that. But I do know that they set it up that Damien Dark is the new villain for season 4, and he's tied to the League of Assassins. And John Barrowman is a League of Assassin member, and I want his title, so I kind of imagine maybe yes.
Do you want, like you yourself, do you feel like actually wanting to do more in season 4?
I'm so protective of
Nissa, we know.
I want that girl to be happy and in love
that was
and
one
League of Assassins.
And just, but thank you, Nissa. Beautiful as always.
And my question is, how do you personally feel about the ending of season 3? Nissa not ending up as the new Raish.
Character-wise, it's disappointment because I feel like it's everything she was raised to believe that she was going to be. But plot-wise, oh my gosh, she has so much to fight for now, and I think it's great.
I think you misunderstood my question.
Oh, I did.
I meant you.
Oh, how do I feel?
Do you feel disappointed? Do you feel, oh, it's
let's
nice?
I feel disappointed that Nissa didn't.
Like you would have personally wanted it.
Yeah, pretty much all the wants and needs that Nissa has. I feel the same way. Yeah, I feel like I share
That
something
wasn't
in common
egocentrical at all.
with her.
Love you though.
Nissa herself felt like the wedding between Oliver and herself was kind of inappropriate because she didn't want to. But I want to know, how did you feel being able to marry, in a way, Stephen Amell?
She just said all her feelings were.
There were so many jokes that day. So many jokes that it was really hard because I had to be so angry, and I just remember my face was just like, yeah. But again, I would walk up and then Stephen would start singing go to the chocolate. So yeah, and then something about how he likes his eggs in the morning. It was really, it was a lot. It was a lot of fun, but you know, I feel bad for the character. But I know it's a story, and I know at the end of the day she's going to be redeemed somehow. So I feel like it's going to be fine.
You're
Thanks.
the only reason that I watch Arrow.
Oh yeah, thank you.
I was wondering, the two most important people in Nissa's life have chosen Oliver before her. How do you think that she feels? Which betrayal she felt more?
I definitely think her father choosing Oliver was more betrayal. As much as she loved Sarah, I don't think that she necessarily lost Sarah to Oliver. I think Sarah was definitely confused, and I think that she did understand that the reason why Sarah left the League of Assassins wasn't because she didn't love Nyssa, but it was because of what the League of Assassins lifestyle was doing to her soul. And then at the end, I think it was kind of unclear as to whether or not Sarah and Nyssa had gotten back together when Sarah went back to the League of Assassins. So I'm kind of assuming there was maybe like a rekindling, because it helps me sleep at night. But I think her father betraying her and picking a man to an outsider, and then just somebody who wasn't the daughter, or his daughter, was devastating.
Thank you.
How you guys doing? You good?
Hello, Katrina.
Hello.
Welcome to Puerto Rico. Thank you for being such an awesome person. You know, you're such a sweetheart. Okay.
It's a lie. It's a dirty lie.
Okay, this is a question that I've been wanting to ask for over 1,000 years to any actor. Okay, playing kind of like a comic book superhero, playing a comic book character is kind of like the crown jewel when you're in Hollywood. It's kind of like the crown achievement, the thing that everybody wants. So my question is, how does it feel, you know, doing all the fights and being the character, you know, how awesome it is? How does it feel to be finally a comic book character on the screen?
It's definitely an honor. There's so much history when it comes to comic books, and this rabid fan base that will go through every comic book and kind of lay out which each character has done, when they've done it with who, and the storylines and story arcs, and it's such a passionate fan base that I don't think really exists outside of the comic book world, even in the sci-fi world, which I think is a little separate than the comic book world. So to be introduced into this world is amazing, and to hear people's feedback, and to have people that I've had people come up and be like, okay, so let me tell you about Nyssa, and they stand in front of me and they talk to me about 20 minutes about Nyssa and her character and why she's being portrayed like Talia, and how and all these different things, and you're kind of like, you're so passionate about this. It's great, and you know, I think there's a certain type of actor that wants this, and there's a certain type of actor that is more into the artistic film. So I think it depends on what kind of actor you are. Personally, I love being able to kick ass and play a strong female character and be part of the DC world, so I'm stoked.
Thank you so much.
Okay, hi, I'm
Hi.
so excited to be here.
Hello.
Okay, do you have any funny stories about the cast filming with you?
Okay, I've already told this story before, and I hope she's not getting mad at me for it, but it's so funny, so she can't. So, in this season, there was an episode where I'd been locked up in a cage, and I'm sitting there and I'm trying to meditate, and I have the entire team Arrow staring at me, and it's a very serious conversation about, Oliver, you can't try to torture her, that's not what we do, and everyone's just like, Oliver, you're losing your mind. He's like, no, give me a moment alone. You guys remember that scene? Yeah. Okay. So Katie Cassidy has to walk up, and she walks up and she's like, wait, what do you mean? You're gonna try to figure out where Nana Poorbutt is? I mean, wait, stop. And then we had to stop again, and then she kept saying, Nana Poorbutt. How do you say it? Okay. Nana Poorbutt. We have about 10 takes of her not being able to say Nana Parbat because she kept saying Poorbutt, and in between every single take, we were just cracking up and dying. Meanwhile, I'm like, I'm trying to. So yeah, it made it to the outtake, and it's probably going to be on the blooper reels, but she couldn't say not in the parking lot. Poor Bud. So that's the ongoing joke now. Poor Bud.
Thank you. Hi.
Hi.
I've basically been thinking of a question the whole line because I just wanted to get closer because I couldn't see you.
Hello.
You're beautiful, and my boyfriend and me are totally crocheting on you hard.
Oh,
Like, we look forward to your appearances on the show every single episode.
Oh, thank you so much.
You mentioned that the difference between your characters has been that Nissa's more precise, and that you like doing some of your stunts, and that takes some kind of, physical, not ability, I mean like it's strenuous.
Yeah.
How intense has it been, your training, and how intense do you think it'll get for the next seasons?
Well, on Spartacus, we had a thing called Gladiator Boot Camp. And basically you went down there and you did plyometrics and weights and swordplay and learning how to fight with knives and bow and arrow training and this craziness that just happened for essentially 2 weeks straight. And by the end of the first day, nobody could walk. We were so sore and so tired, but then we had to continue out throughout the rest of the 2 weeks and then pretty much throughout the rest of the 9 months of filming. And it was intense. It was every single day, and I had a dislocated shoulder for a little bit, and my kneecap, and I got plantar fasciitis from that. And yeah, a lot of people had injuries, and a couple people pulled hamstring muscles, and so it does get really intense and grueling, which is why I do appreciate that on Arrow we do have stunt doubles, and that they take over, and that they do protect us a little bit more, because you injure yourself if you do that all the time, and you're not necessarily trained to do these things, and it's kind of like you're being thrown into situations. But I don't even remember the questions anymore. Oh my god, wait, what is it?
How intense do you think the training's gonna get for the next season?
Well, on Arrow, we have a stunt coordinator named James Bam Bam, or Bamford, we call him Bam Bam. He is so intense, he's amazing. His fight choreography is spectacular, but the thing is, he's always like, do it faster! I'm like, I don't go any faster. He's like, yes you do, just do it faster! And then sure enough, I do it faster, because he's always right. And, but I kind of figure if I am on set more, that just means I'm going to be fighting more, and I'm going to be working with Bam Bam more, which means I'm going to be faster all the time. So I see it getting pretty intense.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
The last question, and so it's a good one.
No pressure.
No pressure.
The entire fandom is waiting for your question.
What is the meaning of life?
Hi. Hi. I just wanted to ask you, I really like the dynamic between Laurel and Nissa this last season. It was really awesome seeing two female characters kick ass. And I just wanted to know, was that relationship on purpose, that development, and are we going to see more of it next season, more teaming up and kicking ass?
I think one of the things that fans reacted to really well, including the writing staff, is that Katie Cassidy and I feel like we have a lot of natural chemistry together. I love working with her, and being on set with her is an absolute joy. I also think that people in general just want to see two women kicking ass together, because you always get the boys fighting together. Why not have the girls fight together?
Yeah!
So I do think in the character of Nissa, she's going to discover who she is outside of the League of Assassins while she's trying to fight for the title, and I think Laurel's going to be pretty key in that development.
Yay!
You did not fail.
All right, so I don't think anybody needs to a lot of goading, but let's thank